All right, let's crack the code on one of the trickiest parts of learning Italian, shall we? We're talking about prepositions. Specifically, when on earth do you use a versus in when you're talking about places? You've probably heard this and thought, what's the deal? It's a classic point of confusion, right? You hear a Roma for Rome, but then in Italia for Italy. It might seem totally random, but I promise you there's a super simple logic behind it all, and we're about to break it down. I get it, these little words can be a real headache, but seriously, by the end of this, you're going to have a really simple way to get it right pretty much every single time. Okay, first up, let's tackle the preposition a. The key here is just one little phrase. Think small and specific. So what does that actually cover? So here's the main rule, nice and easy. You're going to use a when you're talking about two kinds of places, cities and small islands. That's it. Pretty simple, huh? Let's see this in action because that's where it really clicks. Vivo a Roma. I live in Rome. Rome is a city, so we use a. Andiamo a Firenze. We're going to Florence. Again, another city, so a it is. And check out this last one, Pantelleria. It's a tiny little island near Sicily, so it also gets a. See? Small and specific. Of course, it's Italian, so there's always gotta be a little twist, and this one involves a couple of islands that are actually pretty big, and here they are, Cuba and Cipro. Now, even though they're definitely not small islands, for whatever historical reason, they both take a. Just memorize these two. They're really the main exceptions you need to worry about. Alright, so if a is for small and specific, then our next preposition, in, is, you guessed it, for the exact opposite. With in, I want you to think big and broad. So the rule for in covers all the big geographical areas. We're talking regions like Tuscany, we're talking countries like France, entire continents like Africa, and all the other large islands that aren't our two little exceptions. So you'd be in Toscana, which is a big region. Paris is in Francia, a whole country. You'd go in Africa, a massive continent, and Corsica, a large island, also uses in. You see that pattern? It really is all about scale. Now, in has one more handy little use that's really good to know. You also use it when you're talking about specific street addresses. So if someone asks where you live, you wouldn't say a via Roma. Nope, you'd say in via Roma. It's one of those tiny details that makes a huge difference in sounding way more natural. Okay, we've gone through the rules, we've talked about the exceptions. Now let's lock all of this in with one super simple memory trick that just ties it all together beautifully. And here it is. This is the golden rule, the key takeaway. A is for small places, your cities and your small islands. In is for big places, your regions, your countries, your continents, and your large islands. Just remember, small versus big. If you can do that, you're going to get this right almost every single time. It's that simple. All right, enough of me talking. It's your turn. The absolute best way to make this stuff stick is to use it right away. So let's do a quick little practice exercise together. We're going to apply this to where you live right now, going from small to big. First, start with your city. Say abito a, and then your city's name. Okay, now go a little bigger. Vivo in with your region or state. And finally, the biggest scale of all, sono in and your country name. Go on, say it out loud. It really helps. And just like that, you know exactly when to use a or in. See, not so bad. So my final question for you is, where in Italy would you like to go? Drop it in the comments below and make sure to use the right preposition. Are you going to a city? A region? Show us what you've learned.